Right now, there's a lot of uncertainty in the real estate market. And if you live in the Seattle real estate market, I have some other news. So my name is Hardeep Singh. I'm a real estate broker here in the Seattle area. So one thing that's important for us to know, especially if you live in the King County area, our market is very different. We have a very hyper local market. So all across the region in our area, yes, there's been a lot more inventory. You guys probably saw a lot more price reductions this year, but at the same time, if we look at the overall statistics, right around 40% of houses still sold every month this summer. So if we look at the 30,000 foot view, 100 homes, 40 sell within the month, 60 left over. You could say that's kind of balanced. So there's still 40% of homes that are selling pretty quick. There's still neighborhoods and pockets where prices are still appreciating double digits in the Seattle area. But once again, the opposite is true as well. There's a lot of pockets and neighborhoods where these prices are adjusting down double digits. And to give you some reference, if you look at some other big cities, especially down in Florida or Texas, there's masses of communities where prices, you could call it, they've adjusted more than 20%, which in real estate, we call that a crash. Relatively speaking, if we talk about King County, one of the big things we have to pay attention to is if 40% of the houses are selling, what about the other 60? So let me tell you, some of those homes, what happens is the seller lists too high, and then they have to drop the price the next month and it doesn't sell and they drop it again the third month. And as the seller continues to cut price, they either get to a certain point where a buyer sees value and they buy the home, or it gets into the holiday time in the next month and then the seller's just tired of it. It's been a long process. The house has sat on the market for many months and it's time to put some things on the hold, focus on family and holidays, and then they relist next year. So my thinking going into next year, especially if we look at this graph, is you can see the inventory every year. If we look at the last few years, every year after October, November, you see the light green, it starts dropping down. So inventory starts falling quickly. Like I said, either the houses sell or the seller's tired of it. They pull the house off the market. But right after the New Year's, you see the red line, that's the pending. Take a look at the pending sales. Pending sales means they've accepted an offer. Now they got 20, 30 days to close the home. So the light green is always at its lowest point in January, February, March. And then once it hits the summer, it really takes off as a lot of new home sellers come to the market. And this year, this is exactly what happened. Right around May, June, we had all this supply come to this market. And you can start to see the red line, it starts leveling. That means it starts flattening out, but the activity is still there. We just had a lot more houses this year. That's the big difference there. So the prices in some areas, like I said, they've gone down, but overall pricing, it's not like the $1 million house is selling for 600. No, it might be coming down to 940, 935. Maybe you got a really good deal and they sold it for 900 just when a couple years ago the neighbor got $1 million. So the price that was inflated in 2020, 2021, and the early months of 2022, we're starting to see the downward adjustment in price these last couple of years. And this summer, it hit hard. This was the highest amount of houses for sale in King County since 2019. So going into next year, if you're a seller, sell between January and April. If you could put it between February, that's a great month. Weather starts to clear up, days start getting longer. Or if you're a buyer, you're gonna have a lot of supply coming next year. Like I said, there's a lot of inventory that didn't sell this year. It's gonna move into next year. And guess what? For sellers, that means you are pricing according to the neighbor's house. You're not pricing compared to the comparable home. This is very crucial for homeowners that want to sell their home. Or else, guess what? You sit on the market overpriced, and then when you do sell it 2-3 months down the line, your home has adjusted price a few times, and then the next buyer comes in and he gives you a low ball, and you're mentally at the point where you're like, I'm just done. Don't put yourself in that position. I'm here to help you out. I'm here to protect you guys. If you got any questions, please reach out to me. I know I haven't put up a video for a while, but my goal next year is I want to bring out more content for everybody. I appreciate you guys watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. More content coming soon.